in athletes that have had previous concussions, sometimes the next injury does not take nearly as much force to result in a second concussion. There are studies out there that show, in general, a certain threshold of force that it takes to result in a concussive injury, but that's only, very much a generality. We know that a good number of student athletes will get concussed at a lower force of impact, and some take a little higher. Just like, why do some folks in the community get a cold during the winter, and why do others don't? And when they're very similar in population and age and sex, when you look at things in that sort of a detailed manner. So no, there is really no general rule that suggests the harder the hit, the more serious the injury. You are more prone to get a second injury or a second concussion after you've had the first. That's for reasons that we don't really quite understand well. We think it's a number of things. The type of play, we know that a player that tends to be aggressive plays with a very high level of intensity. Once they're cleared to play and they go back to play again, they're going to be the same, aggressive, high-intensity type player. We think that it also tends to go along with position. A quarterback that gets a hard hit and gets concussed, when they get cleared to play and they return to play, they're still going to be, playing the same position usually when they go back to play. And then also just level of exposure. So we think it's a variety of factors. There are some studies underway trying to explore any sort of genetic predisposition. If there's some sort of genetic link where if you have this particular genetic makeup, you're more prone to be concussed than someone that does not have that. That's still very early. So it's likely multifactorial.